Hi, I'm Marcelo Vercelli from Chameleon Labs, and thanks for taking the time to visit us to find a little bit more about the 880 rack, which is a 8-slot powered 500 series solution for those guys using 500 series modules. As you can see, pretty standard in terms of design. It's designed to sit on your desk with a top level handle, and you have the standard 8 slots for 500 series modules. We're using a 581 mic pre module, which is a Chameleon Labs design. So you can easily find the plus minus 16 voltage and the plus 48 voltage required to run any standard 500 series module out there. What's unique about the 880 rack is that we developed, first of all, an internally based switch mode power supply, and which can deliver up to 3 amps of power to all 8 modules. This is probably about 40 to 50% higher amperage capability than most of the modules out there. And we did this for a very specific reason. Lots of you guys are using Class A modules, which means that it's a Class A circuit type design. Those modules on any given peak can draw up to 1 amp just to be able to reproduce the peak voltage that's running through the module itself. So we were looking around, and unless you have a massive outboard power supply, we felt that this was the best compact, easy to use solution. On the back, it's a little bit of a might be of interest to you. It's because we use both standard XLR inputs, standard XLR outputs, and they're parallel wired to a DB25 connector, so you can easily wire up from here to whatever sound card you may be using to get your signal in and out. Another feature that we put in was quite simple. I hate the fact that you have to go out and buy accessories, so we tried to package up, I think, 2 or 3 things that might be of most use, and that includes blank panels. So we ship it with 4 blank panels, which means that you don't have to fill up the whole rack right away. We also ship it with rack ears, so easily just take your rack ears, put them on, and now you can remove the top handle, and you can easily rack mount it. Very straightforward design. One more little feature is actually inside on the actual circuit board there's a small switch. That switch allows you to route the output from any given channel into the input of the channel that's sitting right next door to it. So say that you had a signal path which you really enjoyed using, which might be a mic pre, an EQ, and a compressor. You can actually route the output of the mic pre into the EQ and route the output of the EQ into the compressor. So a real simple way of getting the signal chain to work for you in your favor. That's it. Thanks again for spending a little bit of time to find out more about the 880 rack, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thank you.